a different whatever genus or something.
Okay. Hey, friends.
Top search result are rabbits, rodents.
Do. Hello, and welcome to Moomamo. 'Tis I, disembodied Troy, asking the chat, can you hear me?
Chatters, can you hear me?
Right, can I what? Da-da-da-dee-doo-doo.
So the answer is rabbits were rodents until the Titanic sank.
And then what happened?
That, right?
And then they stopped being rodents.
Oh.
Huh.
You hear
Those
voices.
events
Okay.
happened in the same year, so they must be linked, is my opinion.
That's
You know,
fair.
friends, we are talking about villainous varmints and rascally rodents today. Why are we doing this? Well, it's Moomamo. Moomamo is...
Why not?
Well, yeah, why not? I mean, come on. But it's Mutants Masterminds Monday. It's your weekly program, the first of this year. Happy New Year to you all. But we come to you every Monday, starting 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, to talk about Mutants and Masterminds, the world's only superhero TTRPG ever. And not only you get to hang out with me, I'm good, I'm great, I'm fun, and I know it. But you also get to hang out with two of my favorite friends, Alex and Steve.
Hi, everybody.
With us.
Hi, guys.
Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year, and to you, and a good Moomamo as well. Here we are to talk
And
about...
also with you.
And on to me as well. We are... we'll look in the chat. We've got all kinds of folks here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Jay Gray says, just updated the $25 pledge for The Expanse. That's right.
Oh, congratulations.
He's got word that surveys are out. And if you are hanging out, and let's say you signed up, or you wanted to be notified, or maybe you didn't get a chance to actually get into the mix when we ran our very successful Backer Kit campaign.
Mm-hmm.
You are able to sign up. Let's see. I think I'm. Let me look at the link here.
Yes, I believe the late pledges for Backer Kit on The Expanse are now open. So
That is right.
Folks who missed out or have since revised their, desired pledge have an opportunity to jump in there.
To bump it up.
Yeah.
If you will. Sorry, I'm looking for that link. I just had it.
We have lots of great stuff coming for the Transport Union edition of Expanse. So I'm really looking forward to folks seeing it.
You know, we had a lot of fun with that campaign as well.
We did.
I just really enjoyed it. I like Backer Kit's early, what is it, the launch party feature?
Yeah.
It was so fun.
Mm-hmm. I had a great time because I wasn't involved.
Right. You could just take a breath. Yes.
Right. You can just enjoy it,
Everybody looked like they were doing great work.
It was great. That did mean that Nicole and I, and Steve, you were there too, we all had to get up at the very crack of dawn.
Yeah.
It was something else. Where did that flippin' link go? I'll drop it in the chat before I get too crazy.
Yeah.
But look, everybody's sitting here. We've got Maximus. Hello.
You're kind of roboting out there, Troy.
Waiting. Still roboting?
Yep, a little bit.
Well, that's because I am a robot.
It's because you didn't feed the gerbils in your computer.
That's right. They're getting angry. They're like, really, human? You will now be robot. How about I close some of these things that I've got open to free up my bandwidth?
Right.
Troybot is the AI that's going to run Green Onion in the future. That's
right. That's right. How am I doing?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, great. Raymond segment. Oh, yeah, you hear me. Great, Raymond. Good. RC said, I hear voices. I hope it's me.
Hopefully they're ours, but...
Yeah, exactly. But, whatever. To each their owns. Paul says lagomorphs?
Mm-hmm.
That's what rabbits are.
Ah, nice. Whatever the genus, rabbits are still varmints. That is true.
Quite so. Skinny Farmer.
Yeah, Skinny Farmer, yeah. We figured out that varmint and what was the other word?
vermin.
Vermin can be like insects and any pesky, crop damaging. But we're sticking to the rats. And the Tempo says, "What about squirrels and hamsters? They're rodents too. How come they get the cuteness treatment while rats are consigned to villainous roles?"
I've got very good news about cute rodents who are villains for this episode.
We did. We made it. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I know that there are people.
List.
Yeah, I know that there are people in the world that are like, I love rats, and
there are.
Rats off to you is what I say. But we're talking about the rats that aren't your buddies. And so, that's we recognize that there are a certain kind of rat that is great to have in your home. These are the ones you wouldn't want to invite over for dinner.
No.
Squamsters. What are squamsters? It's got a bad mouthfeel.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
I assume it's a cross between a squirrel and a hamster.
Right?
No. It's just a hamster with a bushy tail. I don't trust it.
I don't either. Trust it. Yeah, and so this, I'm trying to remember who gave us this subject, and if you remember in chat or if somebody who's got a bigger brain than I, it's the squirrel-hamster hybrid. Yes, of course. Squamous hamsters.
Squanimous hamsters.
Squanimous hamsters. Yeah, so we've got some ideas. Now, how do we want to do this? Alex, what are your thoughts?
So, yeah, we're talking about having a team of villainous varmints for your group. I don't know why this came up as a topic that people wanted to talk about, but
who knows?
I'm into it.
Right?
Yeah.
The way I look at it, I think the three of us should suggest a varmint, and then chat should suggest a varmint.
Okay, I like it.
Sure.
I've got one.
I would like to open with a power move.
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah.
So I have a rat named Dr. Von Doom.
Dr. Von Doom.
Victor Von Doom, actually, as a matter of fact. And he is the cheese scientist who is only interested in violence and disease.
I see. Now, did he start out as a rat, or did he start out as a human that went ratty?
He has always been a rat, and he remains a rat, but he broke into a radiated wedding.
Oh.
And now he fell into the fondue machine, and now he is just a crazy cheese-producing rat monster.
Now, does he have some kind of like fromage kinesis, or is this...
Right?
That's what I was picturing. The ability to conjure molten cheese as a weapon. I was thinking either a cheese gun or fromage kinesis is the best word.
Right.
I love that. Yeah. So and can you have a tagline that's like, "No, you fondant"?
Well, yes, I think we can.
Fondue or fondant. There is no try.
That's right. He maybe has a coiny flips. Fondue or fondant.
S.C. Terran Marine, who is the one who came up with our subject for today, also wants to remind us that there can be heroic rodents.
That is very true.
So we will also, S.C. Terran Marine, to make sure that you get your money's worth out of this topic, we will also talk about heroic rodentia.
Absolutely. Yeah. Maybe we pick a good, hero who can stand against the tide of rising vermin.
Indeed.
You have a Rat Richards to go with Victor Von Doom.
Yeah, that's right. So for you, my friend, S.C. Terran Marine, not just essentially what you're doing is using your hero point that you got for suggesting this to make sure to change, to rewrite the experience. I love it. Let's see here. Rebel Moose asks, are we limiting ourselves to actual rodent villains, or are we also extending to rodent-themed villains? Yeah.
I think it's everything goes, Rebel Moose. I mean, well, all sorts of rodent-themed anything.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right. So, Alex, you are talking about a rat that is...
Dr. Von Doom.
A truly cheesy villain concept.
Yes, absolutely. Well,
where he got his PhD from is a good question.
That is true.
Right. Is it more of an honorary thing?
That's right. He's got a doctorate in theater, I think, is what we're talking about. I have a thought. I want to add. Do we want to fill out the powers and things? We talked about sort of a rodent cheese telepathy of some kind.
Yeah, let me get where are my next cards?
It would be the horror of finding out that cheese is intelligent and has thoughts.
That's right.
I do not want to know that about cheese,
I
even if
don't
it's
either.
true.
That's right. Yeah. Do
I
you
like
hear the
cheese too
cheese,
much.
Clarice? Let's see where we're
He's
at.
got a Dr. Rat. Get out of here, Paul.
Hey, I like it.
Yeah, you pretty much invoked it. I'm sorry, but
You did. You asked for it.
yeah.
Let's see. You just claim the title and make people prove you're not a doctor. I like that. That's true. Yeah. Well, heck,
Right.
I'm a doctor. Now people will actually go out of their way to prove it.
Definitely.
Maybe he's a doctor of culinary science, and he's just the rat from Ratatouille, Broken Bad.
Could be.
Yeah, right. And he's got a gun, like a machine gun. They call him Rat-a-tat-tat-tooey.
That sounds like his first lieutenant.
That would be the rat gangster character.
That's right. That's right. All right. So what do we need to decide for this fella or person or doctor?
Well, that depends on just how much detail we're going to go into.
Yeah. I mean, I think we probably want to do some depth. I mean, just so it's something that people can kind of take with them.
I think people are definitely going to be taking this with them.
That's right. For the rest of the day, at least.
Not going to be able to forget it. Try though you may.
That's good. Oh yeah, that's true. S.C. Taryn brings up cats and ferrets are good opponents for rodents. Is a ferret a rodent?
Yes. No.
Okay. No.
I don't think so.
No, they're closer to felines in genus.
Yeah. Also, hawks, eagles, and owls are very good foes for rodents.
Oh yeah, true. Very true. I like this. Does Dr. Two Brains from Word Girl count as a rat-themed villain? He's a mad scientist who also has a rat brain.
Well, sure. There you go. Sure. Certainly rat adjacent.
Yeah, absolutely. Rat
shooty. Mustelids.
Mustelids. Well, because they're musty.
But I think Dr. Fondoom has fromage kinesis, has leadership abilities.
Yeah, sure. And what is his goal? His goal is to ruin weddings?
His goal is to drown the world in cheese.
Like a melted cheese. A cheese. Oh, okay.
Right. The world will drown as he has drowned.
I like it.
That's true. He fell into the fondue pot, so he probably does think.
Right. The whole world will suffer his fate.
Oh, so he fell into like melted cheese.
Yep.
He's probably kind of all scabby and scaly looking.
I say, was he horribly scarred by that experience?
He was, but he has a suit of armor like Victor Von Doom.
I see.
None will see his cheese scarred visage.
Yeah. Does he have
He's very touchy about it?
Does he have a hot cheese power blast?
Yes. We've established that. In fact, that's definitely one of the qualities is you just don't realize how hot molten cheese can be until you've had it sprayed in your face.
Jaggery might be a little behind us, but he says, I thought you were going to take more parody from Dr. Doom.
I don't think that we could take more parody from Dr. Doom.
I think we've taken as much as there is to offer. Yeah.
Short of giving
rat
him
mom is in hell.
This rat a college roommate, you know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah. I like it. Yeah, so we've got so he's got a cheese sauce blast, hot cheese, which shouldn't be, but it's making me kind of hungry.
Right.
Let's see. There's already a rodent villain in Earth Prime Pack Rat.
Yes, there is. Are you saying, Simon? Are you saying there can only be one rodent villain?
I mean, come on. Let's see. Well, let's see if we can get as many rodents as we have ice villains.
Right.
Or
a rat pack themed adventure.
Right.
A furry day in Midtown.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Jay Gray says, Latvia and Rodentia give some vibes. Give the same vibes. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a tiny little Eastern European country, Rodentia.
Very small.
That means he's got Von Doom bots.
Oh wow! What do they look like?
They're
cheese-based
robots.
I like that. One year, apropos of nothing, I received from my mother what was called a fondoodler. Basically, you stick hunks of cheese in there, and it's like a hot glue gun.
Who allowed somebody in marketing to name it that?
Yeah. So I could see maybe there's a bunch of fondoodler weapon holding, I like it.
That Viria.
That's good. That's very good.
How close can we get before the real evil rat Mickey Mouse sues us?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I like this. Oh, sure. I like this idea. The superiority
Yep.
complex and no short jokes. He hates.
We came up with this topic today, and I've been thinking about Victor Von Doom all day.
All day.
It's been very distracting.
I have been thinking about mine. Now, for many people, you may know that one of my favorite animals is the Zen-like capybara.
Mm.
But I thought of a villain,
Yes,
capybara, but called Slappybara. And basically, you think, oh, what a nice, calm Zen creature, and you get up close and it just slaps the shit out of you.
I really want the Slappy Bara.
Mm-hmm.
Same question: is this a capybara who broke bad, or is it a human who looks like a capybara?
Troy is just taking advantage of the fact that everyone will be lulled into a false sense of security.
That's right.
Like, hello, friend. Whack.
That's exactly right. I'm all for the rope-a-dope.
Lure them in and.
Wow, this is very interesting. I think that the Sean Vieira says, did you know that the beaver is a rodent and the largest rodent in Canada, second largest in the world, only to the capybara, I believe.
Indeed. Capybara, by the way, folks, if you haven't seen one, are way bigger than you think.
They are huge.
Yeah, they are huge.
This is funny. A human.
In spite of their relative cuteness, they are big.
I don't know how we would do. Warden Maximus says a human in a capybara suit, and then Claude says a capybara in a human suit.
Well, it'd be like 2 or 3 capybara in a human suit.
Right. That's right.
I think we just need like a human-sized sumo capybara who smacks people around. He's
that's
a
what
giant
I'm thinking.
capybara.
Yeah, the biggest, meanest capybara that ever was.
Right.
This is let's see. Raymond Sigmund says, I wanted a superhero capybara named the Composed Capybara that radiates an aura of calm and takes the fight out of anyone who gets with. Yeah, I mean, I think that there could be an opposing hero, maybe even a brother, or a sister.
Indeed.
Yeah, I like that. Capybarbarian.
If we rage,
I love this actually. If we do the Slappy Bar, Slappy Bar, right? Slappy Bar. And we do and then we can have the good counterpart, which is the Capybarbarian.
Mm-hmm.
That's
the good one.
That's the good one. Yeah. The world's most chill berserker. This is so dumb.
You would still like me when I was angry.
Yeah, exactly. You would still,
because I'm still friend-shaped.
That is so good. I really love that. Cappy Bob is the mayor of Beaverton.
Yes.
Is that true?
Well, then there, of course, is the master trapsmith Trappybara.
Oh, there's just like a whole subgenre of I like it. And the wise mentor Happy Bara, or I like this.
Exactly.
All right, so we got some suggestions popping up here. Some good soups talked about. Oh, do we want to fill out any additional details with Slappy Bara?
By all means, Troy, tell us more.
Well, I do think.
Is he a capybara? We need to figure that out.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? Is it a capybara, or is it a human in a capybara suit?
Right. Or is it a were capybara, a human turns into a capybara?
Yes. At what time, though? Because
after having been slapped, I assume, by another were capybara at some previous point.
That's right. That's right. Poisoned or infested with the whatevers that I don't know really. I mean, so they're aquatic based little rodent, big rodent, and they like. I'm trying to think of the backstory to sort of inform why the Slappy Bar is like this, and probably because there's some jealousy. I think some kind of jealousy.
Yeah.
Related to their sibling or it's just a capybara pajamas, right? Bitten gently by a radioactive capybara.
Right. Yeah, just sort of kind of gently gnawed
Sniffled. Yeah, a little nibbling. Let's see, an anthro mouse femme fatale. Okay, we can put a bookmark on that idea. I like it. He's a cop, Captain Slappy Bara. Oh, I see.
No one ever brings up that he's not human.
That's pretty funny. Now I wonder if there's been some sort of like bizarre switch in consciousness where
Could
maybe
be.
maybe a cop was at the local petting zoo and some sort of horrifying magical transition occurred and they swapped. So somewhere there's a cop out there, a human cop who's a real
brain of a actual capybara.
That's
It's
right.
just capybara.
Oh, capybara.
Capybara. Okay, I think I like that.
Right.
Capybara is pretty good. That's funny.
This topic is going to break Alex.
I know.
It's the energy I needed for 2025.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. Yes, I like this whole idea tempo. The attic of a tavern in a standard fantasy setting. Worry about the psychotic capybarbarian. Yeah, I love it.
Yep. The adventurers come to a river crossing and things will never be the same.
This is good stuff. I love it all. I'm kind of. What are you laughing at? I know. It's good stuff.
Yep.
Seeks to slap all the children.
Every child in the world.
How do you like it, kid? Whack.
Whack. A bitter ex petting zoo a denizen. Yeah, there's there is an idea out there too. Iron like an iron mouse.
Oh, you see, I think my idea for opossum is better.
It's opossum.
Now, is there just one opossum, or is there a few?
Troy, there are multiple opossums, and they all form together to make mega opossum. Which unfortunately is only just human sized, so it's a little less impressive. You know, it's actually probably slightly less. It's like only like maybe 5 feet tall.
Okay, so maybe like a little disconcerting, like what?
You know, right?
I mean, the real problem with it is that it passes out if it gets scared.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. This is a nappybara. This is good stuff. There's another one. Oh yeah, snappy bara. That's a good one too. That's great. I do love opossum.
I like mega opossum.
Mega opossum is really it's a mouthful. I like it.
But yeah, playing dead is basically their power move.
Yeah, right. And also, yeah, I think that there probably could be a feature of the mega opossum which would deploy smaller possums from its back. You know,
right.
The question is this it an Australian possum, which are adorable, or an American possum, which are only marsupial and a terrifying creature to come across?
It is terrifying. But you know, there was a time when I saw one on my porch, and it was eating out of the cat's bowl with the cat and a skunk. All three of them. It was like a little Bambi episode.
Like friends, right?
Yeah, all buddies. Kibble uniting the creatures of the woods and homes. Let's see. I'd like to introduce cranium rats from Plains.
Oh, the cranium rats. Yes.
I like that. Intelligent. The more interesting. So the more there are of them that congregate, the more intelligent they become.
Yep.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, cranium rats are cool.
Yeah, opossums are.
I made cranium cockroaches like that in Titan City.
I was just going to say, right, unlike the radioactive intelligent cockroaches in Freedom City.
Right. Hey, Paul, this is very true. Yeah, this is a great way to say it. Look adorable, are terrifying in Australia, but in the U.S. they are
look scary, but are
actually adorable. Yeah,
pretty much.
Let's see, what else do we have here? A team of 5 mice with a giant Voltron-esque mecha. Well, we covered that now, I think, with our
with Mechapossum.
Yeah, Mechapossum's got that covered. Because again, it would be I would say, I'm trying to think of the size. So you've got legs, torso, arms, head. Right. Or is the torso have the head in it?
Well, that's a good question.
I'm just
trying to assume that it has a separate head, but
I like that. Yeah, it'd be kind of funny to see sort of this.
Right.
And then so it's probably an opossum shaped head.
Yeah.
Is it a quadrupedal mech or is it a bipedal one?
Well, it could be both. It could just stand up on its hind legs, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Then it would have, just the weird short little arms, but
What is its motivation? What is it?
cheese intelligence agency.
What is it?
Uh,
What does it want to do in the
Also
world?
the size of a Buick.
That's another matter.
Yeah.
See, I think that, mecha possum is, generally a fairly gentle soul or group, because they're probably a group.
Yeah, collective.
But I think that mecha possum is almost certainly, the Dr. Von Doom's, one of Dr. Von Doom's minions.
Certainly.
You know,
Maybe not the brightest.
no, probably not the smartest, and occasionally does have unfortunate tendency to play dead when they should be doing something useful.
Right.
But great distraction,
Yes. I like that. I like that too. I like the idea of them being all formed in the mecha possum and the mega mecha possum, and then being scared suddenly and then just falling apart.
Right.
Funny. Let's see.
You've squandered the genius of Von Doom.
From Timu, I'm sure.
Get up so that I can yell at you.
That's right.
Stop playing dead.
So, all right. So
my rodent mind is so much more keen than a human's. I know when you are faking it.
So of this villainous crew, we've got the sort of lead. What was it? Von Doom?
Dr. Von Doom.
Dr. Von Doom.
Dr. Von Doom, please.
With a doctorate in theater.
He didn't go to
38 days of medical school.
I was going to say, right. He didn't do that correspondence course, for all that time, to not be called by his title.
That's awesome. Okay, and so then we've got Cop Ibarra or Slappy Ibarra. I'm pretty committed to Slappy Barra.
I think you should be. Go with it.
Yeah. All right. So Slappy Barra, and then we've got Mega Mecha Opossum.
Yep.
And then now who's left? What do we got?
Well, I think we should, get some suggestions from the chat as far as who's rounding out this group.
Yeah. So we've got there is a. Let's see. We've got some.
We've got some
guinea pigs. Yeah, that's true.
Guinea pigs. Yep.
Let's.
I see an intro rabbit suggestion.
Another rabbit. Yeah, I suppose that they can be vermin. Bat rat. Okay.
We might as well just go with Deflator Mouse then.
Who's Deflator Mouse?
That's German Batman.
Oh.
Right? It's a mouse that dresses up as a bat.
I like that. What's a tenrec? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Tell us more, good soup.
Won't you please?
Yeah. We have a raccoon on the table still.
Oh yeah, raccoon would make a great,
certainly.
Thief villain, not to stereotype or anything.
Right. Yeah, but they are kind of little trash thieves. I like that. Okay, so what's the story here with the? Are they now? Maybe they're not a rat. Maybe they're not a rodent. They just look like a rodent. Raccoons are not rodents.
Raccoons are not rodents, apparently.
But a varmint, I do believe.
They are varmints, though.
Yeah. The silicon chipmunk. Oh my dear.
So is it a cyborg chipmunk or is it a robot chipmunk?
Oh, I like that.
Either way it could go,
Oh, just a real try-hard robot that wants to be chipmunky so bad that it's just obnoxious.
It's a robot that wants to be a real chipmunk.
I think a speedster probably.
Yes, we're very fast.
Yeah.
Probably have little electrical powers.
Yes, I like that. A hulking bruiser type. She then rattles off the differences while smashing things up. I like that. All right. Well, I'm feeling the silicon chipmunk. That is so dumb. I love it. Okay, Some Good Soup explains what was the word again? A tenrec is a mammal native to Madagascar and mainland Africa. With over 25 species, they range in size from shrew-like creatures to small dogs.
Wow, that's a deep cut.
Yeah, that really is.
They kind of look like hedgehogs.
Right. I feel like that the Tenrec would be
Oh,
constantly explaining what it is, to
right.
everybody. It'd be like, "Hey, what about that other weird rat? I'm not a rat. I'm a Tenrec.
That's all right. That hedgehog. I'm a tenrec. That's kind of
How
funny.
many times do I have to tell you?"
Right. Ugh, there's a really weird yellowy looking one that sort of looks a little bit like a duck, like a spiky duck.
What if the Tenrec has variable powers and doesn't even know what it does until it starts trying to do something?
Well, it has 10 different powers, obviously.
Clearly.
Walk a Texas Ranger.
Quokka Texas Ranger. That is awesome.
I feel like Paul should be running this.
Don't you think?
Chat.
Honestly, he's so good.
Good night. I'm going away.
Right.
That's so good, Paul. I love it. Quokka Texas Ranger. The giant beaver
Look how cute the quokka is. I mean, I know it's not a rodent.
What is it? What is a quokka?
It's a macropod.
Which doesn't tell us anything, but
tells us it's about the size of a domestic cat.
It it wants a hug.
Yeah, it needs a hug.
Oh my goodness!
It always looks like it's happy you asked it to go to prom with you.
Now here's a question. Maybe we do a giant beaver. That is sorry. I don't know. I'm 5 years old. That we do, but that it's the last of the giant beavers. That it's very angry about its extinction. No,
it's seeking the lost valley where it thinks that other giant beavers still exist.
That's right. That's right. What do you call the valley?
I mean,
it's that damn valley.
Oh,
I was gonna say I probably shouldn't say.
I'm crying. Okay, Valley of the Giant Beaver. Sure, yes, that's exactly what you would call it. San Fernando, says Warden Maximus. Oh no. Okay, I need to compose myself.
So, SC Terra Marine, we already do have a bunch of anthropological rabbit martial artists in our Earth Prime setting, courtesy of the Shadow Knights out in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
4 sisters who are rabbit martial artists.
Okay, yeah. So Some Good Soup says tenrecs are sometimes mistaken for hedgehogs. Tenrecs are actually more closely related to moles and shrews. I like that as much as I love the.
You have a man mole, right?
Oh, a man mole.
Not the mole man. We have
not the mole man. Don't get that confused.
Oh, we have a man mole.
How many Fantastic Four villains can we squeeze into this?
Right? I like it.
It's kind of surprising how many Fantastic Four villains map to rodents, surprisingly well.
Interesting. Oh, this is interesting. Is a lemming a bird?
No, a lemming is a little rat.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I love that. If it's like just maybe it's just a wave of little
wave
bombs.
Of exploding lemmings.
Yeah,
it's kind of dark, but
it is a little.
I love with cheese bombs. They survive.
I see. I like that. So they're there to sort of pelt you with their sort of selves and confuse you.
You could have the lemming that makes energy duplicates that explode.
Oh yeah,
that'd be cool.
I like that.
Sends waves of duplicate lemmings at you. And they go kaboom.
I love that. How funny. Yeah, and so they would be
lemming model decoys.
Yes, I like that.
Right.
That's good stuff. The irregular mole. Oh my gosh. That is something else, Warden Maximus. You better get the doctor to look at that.
I'm not a tumor.
I'm just an irregular mole.
I do like the lemmings idea. I do like that a lot. I still
I'm just
think
happy to be here.
cockroach as the
Claude, I'm here for the Glockroach, but definitely outside of our our theme.
Yeah, a little bit.
Our theme is more cute mammals than it is rodents.
The
Sure.
disgusting insects, but sure.
That's right. That's right. This is fun. Okay, I like that. The regular mole is that's very funny, by the way. But do get that looked at. Let's see what other ideas do we got here. I'm making sure I'm not forgetting anything. An immortal lemming with hella regeneration.
Mm,
I do like that sort of sending out, just mass duplicates of itself
right?
that sort of blow up on contact. Or I wonder if they can do different things.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe because maybe they can be like just a bunch of like sticky balls that kind of go all over your face.
Mm-hmm.
These feel like the minions of our group. They don't have a voice at the table with the other rodents.
Sure.
Right. And sorry, hang on.
I mean, with Dr. Fondue around, there really isn't room for another master, villain
No,
rodent in this picture.
no. Yeah.
Oh, do not bring up the naked mole rat, some good soup. Roy will lose it.
I will show you a photo of. I was, photoshopped famously onto many things. Some of the things were quite offensive. One of them was a naked mole rat. That while offensive was, it did stick. It kind of sat in your mind for a while. I won't bless you with that, but if you look it up on the internet, you may come across it. Just be careful what you search for. Let's see. Bitch mouse. Let's see.
Birch mouse.
Oh, birch
mouse.
I do like the idea of bitch mouse.
A birch mouse poison ivy could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be good.
Like a mouse who could tend garden.
Yes.
Bandicoot rats.
What is a bandicoot?
That's what Crash Bandicoot is.
Right?
Yeah, but I never really knew the bandicoot was a thing.
Yeah, they're like orange and wear jeans and tennis shoes, and they spin in circles.
Yeah, kind of obnoxious, and maybe not. Maybe kind of more fun if you played Sonic. Let's see.
Yeah, Sonic has all sorts of rodents that I wasn't aware of. Apparently.
Oh, let's take a look at that little Sonic rodents. Oh, what if it's a rodent that is Sonic, has Sonic powers? We get sued.
Oh, we're past that point.
As long as it's not a hedgehog, I suppose, for one thing.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Oh, I'm getting
I like Raymond's church mouse suggestion.
Right.
Oh, what's the angle?
Has brainwashing powers and leads a religious cult.
I love that commentary. What are the different rodents in Sonic? Not the restaurant. Okay.
Right. Yeah, we would hope there are none.
We don't want to know about that.
Right. We don't want to know about that.
Oh yeah, quite a few. Kip the capybara, Go-Go Boss, Spike the porcupine. Is porcupine a rodent?
I'm willing to bet not. But
and then I get something that says the only rodent in Sonic the Hedgehog franchise is Mayor Fink, a mouse.
What's a fink?
No, apparently Mayor Fink is a mouse.
Yeah. But is it a fink of something like a rat? You always hear like rat fink. What's a fink? Tell me, internet, what's a fink? Unpleasant or contemptible person.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
That's why he's a politician in the Sonic universe.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking up let's see, you're entering the Sonic Zone, which is the cursed area of the internet. I know. But I do go where smart people fear to tread. It's whatever
you think it is, I reckon.
Aye. Porcupines are rodents. Okay. Well, there you go.
Well, all right then.
Well, there you go. Tunnel rat can create dimensional portals. Oh, okay. Is a tunnel rat a kind of thing?
I think so.
Okay. Tunnel rats were soldiers who performed underground search and destroy missions during Vietnam War. Okay.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Let's see.
Porcupines are classic, supervillains.
Some kind of shooting the spines kind of thing. Yeah. I'm not going to read that out loud because I'm really scared of what the joke actually is. And I don't want to open that up because I've already ducked and dodged and weaved around some jokes today. A pork lupine. Oh no.
Claude.
I mean, I don't know that we can do anything else. This is
right.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
mean,
a rodent. I'm not a rodent at all.
But very confused and confusing.
That's right. And so then
It might just be he really wanted to be on the team, you know?
oh, right. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. I mean, because, there's always those poor dogs that get sort of wrapped up in a porcupine quill kind of mess because they've.
Right? Get a face full of quills.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. The porcupine is just is a dog who is a were porcupine.
Right. A pig disguised as a dog? Okay, yeah, that's super meta. A porcupine-based villain would be heavily reliant on its own quill power. Yes, indeed. Kick Bun, the Kung Fu Bunny. This chair is really. Let's see. So Star-Lord Peter Quill.
Peter Quill.
Oh boy. A porcupine character whose quills work like the Katamari series. So do you mean like they kind of roll around and pick stuff up and get bigger and bigger? And is that what you mean? That's the I'm thinking of the video game where you're that little weird guy and you roll stuff and you're rolling it and you get bigger and bigger and yeah. Shrews, they have a venomous bite. I do like the shrill shrew or something, some kind of sound based villain. What's this? Do a parody of Bad Sonic, like Cold Steel. As per the norm, we have a literal plethora of a skunk is a varmint. I mean,
skunks are varmints, yes.
I almost feel, don't be so shrewd. I also feel like a skunk it just seems like you got to do something with it, right? I mean, it's basically just kind of farting up the joint and
every villain team needs a chemical weapons expert.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I like that.
I feel like we have so many ideas. There's a rodent Earth Prime that's just beneath the surface of regular Earth Prime.
I think so. That's
right. Somewhere in the multiverse, there's got to be one.
Well, that's where Bowmouse came from.
Yep.
That's true. There was a Bowmouse. I did do that.
You did indeed.
We're absolutely brainstorming about a beaver-based villain who is essentially, holding all the water hostage.
Yeah. They want all the water. Bats, rodents? I don't know about that.
They're called rodents.
Are they?
They're like flying rodents, right?
Bats are more closely related to primates? What?
Well, you look at them, sometimes they look like, like little wolves with wings.
It's true.
That's not what a primate is, though.
Oh, I know, right?
I'm a primate.
Wolf monkey. They're cute. They are cute.
Bats can live up to 35 years. That's insane.
Yeah. Rodent prime. Chiroptera.
Chiroptera. Bats.
Yep. I like it. Rodent. That's great.
Yep. Earth R.
That's a rodent version of Pugmire.
I think there is a rodent version of Pugmire.
I'm sure there are.
Or a rodent source book for Pugmire.
Oh, yeah. Flying foxes are cute. Is a fennec fox isn't a rodent. It's a fox.
No.
It's a fox.
I'm not sure it's either a fox or a rodent.
Right, true, yeah.
Because language is funny.
It is funny, yeah. And we do it very painfully.
Yes.
What is so specific? Fennec fox. What was that?
Oh, it's funny how specific we get, and then nobody knows.
Right. Yeah, exactly. A fennec fox, it says an animal. Well, thanks.
Well, sure.
Thanks, Google.
Animal, rock, or mineral.
Class Mammalia. Domain Eukaryote. Whatever.
Eukaryote.
Eukaryote, thank you. Sure. Okay. So
Welcome to Biology with Alex and Steve.
Right?
I'll tell you one. The lemming notion keeps sticking out in my mind. It's such a neat idea.
Right?
Clever kind of power. I feel like Chiropterer. Okay, sure. Y'all should also check out Pikas. They're amazing, like cartoon character come to life. Oh, okay. Let me take a look at these.
There's one screaming on a mountain.
Oh my god, I see it. I see that exact.
Look at it.
That is funny. They are pretty cute. Maybe we can call it Pikachu, Chew, and it's chews through everything. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I could see, Paul. I could see that the beaver and the water rat could be maybe like a duo, a water duo of some kind. A kangaroo rat.
Yeah, kangaroo rats are cute.
I'm gonna see for myself. I don't even. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they are really cute. Okay, yeah. One of the top search for things: how to exterminate.
Insert animal name here.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they are cute.
Anything in Australia, right?
Right, yeah. They're so weird looking with their little sticky feet and their tiny top arms. How do they eat anything? They're like a little Tyrannosaurus mouse. Grasshopper mice, look them up. They are the most badass mice in the world, says Raymond Stegman. Okay. Well, I will be the judge of that.
Right.
What was it? What mouse was it? It was the... What did you say, Raymond? Grasshopper. Okay.
Grasshopper mice.
Grasshopper mouse. Okay.
And imagine being a living thing that gets eaten by a deer.
Right. And now we are at the Alex and Troy Google things.
That's right.
That's
show. Right. Well, I'm learning a lot about the different kinds of mice in the world and how cute they are. And they're aggressive predators, nocturnal. Yeah, I like this. I can't believe it.
So now imagine we've got a hero or a character, probably a hero rather than a villain, whose power is that they can have any ability possessed by any rodent.
Oh.
They have a really limited, weird version of animal mimicry.
Yeah.
It only works.
That'd be really cool, though.
But it only works on rodents.
Now, perhaps it was created to address the menace that is this rats and these rodents, and it's I love that.
Troy, did you see that the grasshopper mouse howls at the moon before it kills?
I did. I was going to point out that if you can see the pictures of it,
there's a mouse barbarian for you.
That's right.
Nat Geo says it's a killer howling rodent.
I love that. That is, we got to do something.
Right. Rebel Moose, I think that Chintrilla has probably got a whole army of zombie chinchillas behind it.
Oh, a friend of mine had a chinchilla, and I walked into their house with a friend, and the chinchilla shot urine out of the cage all over to the friend next to me. And I was just like, what was that? It was horrible.
Terrible aim, apparently.
It might have been good for me, but I'm glad it did my friend. Rat kings are pretty gross.
Yeah.
The tail gets all tangled up, and it's supposedly...
It's a pretty awful concept.
Yeah, rodent roulette. Let's see. John Polagic says, a very memorable story in the last days of the Golden Age comics featuring Airboy battling an army of intelligent rats and bats attacking NYC. Yeah. I like that. There's also this recent horror game called Rat Shaker, where you shake a rat and occasionally squeeze it to perform various actions. The rat is more of an accessory than a villain, though. Yeah. Well.
Okay. Does the game come with a rat?
Yeah. Is it like
you have to supply your own rat?
Right.
Imagine how difficult that box set would be to make.
Right. Yeah.
Rat not included.
Right. That's so funny. Oh, that is true. Esoterium brings up again, really into the rabbits.
Yep,
Interesting fact: many Asian cultures they don't do the man on the moon; they do the rabbit in the moon. That's
they
true.
do.
A were-mouse. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a were-rat, there's a whole colony of were-rats in the Titan City universe.
Hmm.
That's true. Yeah. I think you're right.
Villain named Rottenkrieg.
I think you're right. Let's see. What else do we have here? Rat Kings. Yeah, we talked about that. They're pretty gross. Rat Face, Jimmy, a 1930s gangster were-rat. Sure is always talking like, yeah, see?
Yep. He is one dirty rat.
That's right. That's right. And proud of it.
Yeah. There's a were-weasel in the first episode of the Titan City podcast.
Oh, really?
Were-weasel?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's talk about it because listen, it's 2:50. That means we've filled almost an hour with those supervillain rodents. Did we figure out the hero? We did. Did we kind of land on that?
I think Rat Roulette is the hero.
Oh,
Rodent
sure.
roulette.
Rodent
Roulette.
roulette. Yeah. Okay,
So
I like that.
can they only do rodent powers or what they think are rodents' powers?
Oh.
Well, you see, that would
Like
be
what we've been doing this whole episode.
Wouldn't that be unfortunate that they would have a power and somebody would be like, "But that's not a rodent," and they'd be like, "Oh no," and they'd lose the power.
That's their complication.
Their power is only as good as their education into rodents.
Right? Stop telling me that things aren't rodents.
That is
Nobody
funny.
knows what the hell a lagomorph is. Stop that.
Right?
Oh, that's true. Paul brings up that chinchillas take dirt baths, so you can create a character who summons sandstorms and pees in people's
Just
faces.
call them dirt bath.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
Dirt
a
nap.
good one. Dirt nap. That is so good. That is perfect.
Dirt Nap is a great villain name. Just
Right?
That is true.
Even separate from the rodent.
Yeah, that is a
monster.
really good name. Raymond brings up that we, probably not even a tenth of the named varmints and rodents
No
that
doubt.
exist. You know, maybe someday we'll take a spin down
No
the
doubt. If you're a
insectoid.
biological expert in rodentia and would like to be a guest on a future Mutants and Masterminds Monday to educate us on what are actually rodents, so that you can cure our terrible ignorance about that, please, drop us a line to let's play at greenrunning.com.
100%. We'll reserve space for you to come and set us straight. Ish. Moomamo is a learning experience. I just looked up the order of Rodentia and found out it includes beavers and porcupines. Yeah,
Right?
we were
talking about
surprised.
that.
We were very
Amazing but
surprised.
true.
Yeah. Very true.
Who says this program is not educational?
It is quite, I would say.
I learned a lot today.
Yeah, so did I. More about people than really anything.
Right?
The giant rat that makes all this. Yeah. So we've got the.
It all started with Dr. Fondue.
Yeah, Fondoom, right? Fondoom.
All roads lead to Fondoom.
Oh, you don't. I love it. Okay, listen.
I will not stop until this world is drowned in cheese.
We could literally do this for another hour. I have no doubt. But you guys have things to do, and we've got a segment coming up with Devious and I where we talk about what's in the tank. Mm-hmm. So to begin, Steve, what's going on in the Steve Kenson cinematic universe?
I am working on getting our adventure series for the Expanse Transport Union Edition wrapped up with the climatic adventure. That's utterly ridiculous. And looking ahead for 2025 and even 2026, we had our an annual planning meeting where we discussed all sorts of plans for the future, well into the next couple of years, and many things are in the works.
Yeah, very exciting bit of stuff there for sure. Yeah. Awesome, fantastic.
And basically, nobody yelled at each other.
Not
right?
Even once. That was so amazing. It was awesome. I mean, a lot of passionate discussion comes up. And
I think that Alex can provide you with what's going on with Valiant.
Yeah. Alex Thomas, what's cooking?
Lots of things. Let me go check my due dates.
Right.
Valiant is well underway. We have the first book back from editing. It's in layout now. And the second book is due back from editing soon, CRTM.
Okay, nice.
So we're hoping to have it out pretty soon in 2025.
Yep. Now, I do believe, and check me if I'm, maybe I'll type this privately, and so as to not...
in the interest of not overpromising and overachieving.
Indeed.
Check the chat.
Yeah, if you want to have the earliest look at the Valiant stuff, make sure you sign up for our Cape and Cal program.
Yeah. Right.
Those are the folks who get the earliest previews of stuff.
Peekabooskies.
Yep. That's your usually your best shot at getting a look behind the curtain at everything that's going on.
That's right. Yeah. And
I flailing and screaming.
Right. Ignore that.
Pay no attention to the anxious man behind the curtain.
I love it. Now you've also got some live streams. You got some things cooking. You've got a podcast.
The Titan City Serials podcast came out last week with our first 2 episodes, and episode 3 comes out on Tuesday, and 4 comes out on Thursday, which is going to be the official weekly release of the podcast is on Titan City Thursdays.
Hey, perfect. I love that.
And I know for sure it's available on Spotify. I'm pretty sure it's available on Apple Podcasts as well and other places where you can find your podcast. And on Wednesday, we will be returning to Freedomly Dark in the multiverse of the Master Mage to hopefully put a stop to Adrian Eldritch's evil plan once and for all.
Once and for all.
I dig it. And folks who are just tuning in, maybe you don't know this, but Titan City Chronicles is also a book series. We've got some adventures, of course, in the Green Ronin online store, and now a podcast for you to enjoy. And I know there are so many people who have been really looking forward to getting into that and getting some more backstory, which I think is fantastic.
I think the podcast is a good entry point too. The episodes are only 30 minutes each, and they're self-contained short stories. So,
nice!
And you get a list of them, and then we start with something new in like 4 or 5 weeks.
And speaking of Titan City and rats, we have a forthcoming astonishing adventure where you can fight a Nazi were-rat.
Oh,
and his little friend, who is adorable, and everybody kills them immediately every time I've run that game.
I love it.
I'm like, why do you assume the rat is the one in charge? It's just a little guy. But everyone sees that rat on his shoulder, and they're like, death.
I love it. And so then, if people are looking for Titan City information on Spotify, what would they look for?
Just look Titan City Serials, but I have a link to the first episode.
Oh, good. Drop that in the chat then, if you don't mind. That's great. Yeah, that'd be lovely. Because I want to pick up and read or listen to it myself. Read it. I want to listen and hear all the good stuff.
Read to you.
You have it read to me. I like that.
Right?
Very nice. Okay, well, I think that about does it. Here we are again, another fantastic subject with which we did not finish because there was about 4 more hours worth of rodents that we could have.
Right, indeed.
Look, if I didn't have things to do tonight, I'd be statting up Victor Von Doom tonight.
I was just going to say.
You do have things to do tonight, though.
You do. But, there may be some people in the think tank, which you can join by going to atomicthinktank.com. We have a whole library of heroes and villains and things that you can...
if it should happen to get infested with rodents, what can we do?
Then so be it. So maybe you do that. Maybe we make a little contest out of it. We draw from the group, and you get a free PDF of your choice if you do that. So,
we should do that. We should have a rodent of the month.
Let's do it. Thank you, Raymond.
You can make a rodent hero or a rodent villain.
That's right. Yes, I like that. Rodent hero, rodent villain. Put your thoughts and throw them in the tank. What we'll do is draw one at random, and I'll post a little something about that in the tank. But I do think that's that.
All right.
For today, gentlemen, thank you so much. Sure. Coming up next is our buddy Devious and myself. We're going to do a little transitional music segue, and then we'll be right back. Have a great day, guys.
Take care, everybody.
See y'all.
Hey, so what was that? Before we go live, what were you saying?
It was the 90s. I was young. There was the main cast of the Golden Girls and an entire jacuzzi full of hot butter. And
hold on. I think we're live, actually.
No.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So sorry about that.
It's okay. Room McClanahan is surprisingly flexible. I just want to say that.
All right. Yes.
Anyway,
hey, Happy New Year, my friend.
Happy New Year to you too, sir.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see you and glad that we're hanging out because, it is, we started this segment a little towards the latter part of the 2024s.
Right.
Yeah, and for those of you who are wondering what it is that we're talking about, why, let me play this little bit, this little editty for you, and we'll make it, how about this one?
What's in the tank?
Nice, yeah.
The old standby.
The old standby. That was the first one you made, right?
I think so. I believe, yeah.
Yeah. I love it, and we'll continue to evolve those over time. But Raymond says, "Yeah, the creepy music is back." So
did you see what Raymond's segment said? Hits devious hearts with anime mallet. I could have lived my entire life without hearing that about the Golden Girls.
Well, thank you for being a friend.
And I'll just say Betty White is no holes barred. Just she's crazy.
Anyway, ruining the day, says Paul.
I'm sorry. Yes, you'll rue the day. Anyway, hi. How's it going?
Hi. You're really good. So basically what this segment is an opportunity for us to showcase the cool stuff that's going on in the tank. Now, we have not done this for, was it
2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah. So I'm imagining we've got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, actually, is there any way you could make the image a little bit bigger of me so that it'll show more my screen?
Yes, absolutely. I can do that.
We must show more of the screen. There we are.
Bada boom.
All right, now this is the What's in the Tank from the 29th. For the Freedom City articles, we had an article I did on young heroes crafting coming of age narratives, basically. So
Nice.
That if you want to have heroes that have that after school special, that's the article for you. And now for a very special episode of Mutants and Masterminds.
I like it.
There's the hot take I did on afflictions, basically where I kind of went down the line of all the conditions and how some are weaker than others and some are stronger than others, and which ones I feel are balanced and what could be done about that. I also did 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, the Freedom City edition. I wish I'd had it ready for the holiday extravaganza, but it's
so funny. I don't want to
read it.
Well, you're hilarious because I'm going to do a comparison because I also did a 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, but I didn't have a chance to finish it.
No!
I got it all mucked up, and I think I might as well at some point share it. But yeah, this is.
Well, there's always next year.
Yeah, but so I went so far as to include like names of folks in chat. And what they, their little mischievous things that they like to do to cause trouble and such.
I just did the Freedom League.
Love it. Go, yeah. Let's just explore it. Why won't we?
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through Freedom Hall base, not a villain was stirring, not even a trace. The gadgets were hung in the armory with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. The heroes were nestled in their sleep pods, dreaming of justice and sparring with gods. The AI stood watch, with its sensors all primed, prepared to alert for a crime undefined. When out on the rooftop there arose such a clatter, the alarms blared loudly, the night's peace it did shatter. In the main control room, the heroes they dashed, ready for battle, blinking lights aflash. On the big hollow screen appeared quite a sight, a figure in red dodging lasers mid-flight. He vaulted the grid like a kung fu master, avoiding each drone and the plasma blaster. Who dares breach the base, Daedalus proclaimed, As the team gathered round, their powers inflamed. "It's not an intruder," Johnny Rocket declared. "It's Santa himself, though he's worse for the wear." The big man stood panting, his sack by his side, with scorch marks on velvet from drones that had fried. "I came with good tidings, some gifts to bestow, but your defense systems mistook me for a foe." The genius inventor adjusted the controls. "We'll tweak the security now that we know." With cocoa in hand and the team gathered near, he handed out presents with laughter sincere. To Johnny Rocket, good boots with a durable tread. To Thunderbolt, a shiny new helmet for his head. To Star Knight, a telescope to view the night sky. To Daedalus, a statue of his son. It made him cry. To Centuria, a cape that would always catch air. To Bowman, a quiver with arrows to spare. To Siren, a pearl from the depths of the sea. And Dr. Metropolis, Snow Globe of Freedom City. Then he sprang to a sleigh amid holiday cheers. "Next time, warn your AI, it's Christmas, my dears." And away Santa soared through the night out of sight. Happy Christmas to all, and to heroes, a good fight.
I love it. That's very good. Yeah, I should. I'll at some point. Maybe even I'll reply to that and give the version, because there's a lot of a lot of name
Absolutely.
dropping that I do, and I try to capture everybody, and so that's what kind of hung me up, because I was like,
Oh,
but
thoroughly
anyway,
understandable.
yeah.
But
You know what I'll do? I'll paste this version in chat, so people
okay,
can,
cool.
and I'll stop it before I get to the names. Do that one later. But okay, yeah. What's next?
Well, in the Aegis files, we had a number of course, stuff from Steinbrewer, Matt Mabray, kicking it like they always do. Fantastic, wonderful stuff there. Also, I did the featured article is the night before, 'twas the night before Christmas, the Freedom City edition. Now, just recently, I put in for the Happy New Year just yesterday. There's an article I did on absent player syndrome. And basically, when you have a character that is, or a player that misses a game, what to do with that missing character. It gives several examples of different things you can do so that you don't have to sit there, twiddle your thumbs, or in my opinion, even worse, tow the character. Basically, keep the character. Oh, he's there. He's going to be an NPC, but I don't want to hurt him. But I don't, I want him involved, but I can't have him involved because he's not here, and different things to do for that. I did a running downtime in a Young Heroes campaign. What to do when they're off the clock and they're not punching, robots or zombies or whatever. The things they do as kids. And I did a hot take on luck being, in my opinion, overpowered. Might want to increase the cost on it. But also there's a really good article that Julio Cesar, I hope I'm saying that name right, did on the Humanists. It's a group that he has, and I'm going to view it in just a little while. But it's the featured article. New in the Aegis files, we've got a number of items. Jack Kellum, again, Matt Mabray, again, Steinbrewer, really kicking in there, getting great stuff. And I'm really digging a lot of Matt Mabray's stuff, especially. For the news, of course, we have the Valiant Adventures. The pre-orders are available. You can click on it and go order more. The calendar link is up. For the Humanists, they represent a captivating, shadowy organization with roots tracing back to ancient Mesopotamia. And he was actually asking about Mesopotamia and if Earth Prime had anything linked to that in chat to kind of get a little information on what was around. Yeah. Cloaked in secrecy, this order shapes humanity's destiny through its agents, the scribes, knowledge-driven analysts, the beholders, genetically enhanced sleeper agents, and the elite, enigmatic power brokers manipulating global events. It's a great, dark, shadowy organization. They even have their own sanctuary hidden, the Hidden Sanctuary HQ as well. It's a great thing to inject into your campaign world if you want. And Matt Mabray just is doing gangbuster work.
Very impressive.
U.S. Ajax, Marvelous Miss Miracle, The Brown Flea, and Xandra of the Lost World. These are really great homages to like Golden Age, lesser known heroes. Like the Brown Flea is the Red Bee. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's kind of a hero that is, I think, in the what's it called when the copyright no longer.
Oh, public domain.
Public domain, I believe. But yeah, it's just basically he's doing all these really great homages, but they all are not. They're not just like straight homages. Some of them have interesting twists as well. So I wholeheartedly suggest you read them, look through them. I was also thinking it would be really cool to have kind of a legacy campaign where these were the old guys, the old guard. You might be the son or great grandson or great granddaughter or of one of these figures, and basically get their powers, from that. But
Love it.
fantastic work. Just recently, I put in the tank the Gugamuk.
Ah,
That's in the Aegis files now. It is a misunderstood monster, basically from deep within the Earth's crust where sunlight has never reached. There exists a labyrinthine underworld shaped by volcanic activity and tectonic shifts. I kind of envisioned him as an ancient race that was sent here in, of all things, a meteor to crash into the planet, and there were several others with him, and they were supposed to terraform the planet, but something happened. The lithivores is what they were called, and they are this ancient race. There's only him left, though. He was nicknamed the Gugamuk because when he was first sighted, that was the song going on. But he's not a mindless monster. It's just he is very much not liking people doing things like fracking and whatnot, which kind of disturbs his subterranean lairs. And he, wants to destroy those because, it's hard to reason with him because he doesn't really speak English. He speaks in subsonic tones. I
oh,
did his role in the campaign, and 20 plot threads that you could use to put him in an adventure. He statted out. I did also put in here as well at the very top. There's a zip file that has a PDF of him and also the Hero Lab file as well, the portfolio
nice.
file. So
Very
all
cool.
available for you, and all his motivations. And the sad thing, the Gugamuk sings to himself to assuage his loneliness in
Oh,
subsonic tones, which could be tracked.
oh, boo.
I know, it's sad.
Yeah,
It's sad.
it's very sad.
Very sad. But there is the other thing. Should I tell him about the other thing?
I don't know what. I can't remember what.
The thing.
Oh, the thing.
The
Yes.
thing.
Yes. Yeah. Do.
The Armor Up contest.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
In 2 weeks, the subject of Mumamo is going to be armored characters.
Yes.
And it's a brand new year. And starting out for the brand new year, we've got a new Mumamo challenge.
Yeah.
In the spirit of innovation and ingenuity, the Atomic Tank proudly presents the Armor Up contest. This is your opportunity to create a hero or villain who dons a suit of incredible armor, pushing the boundaries of technology or magic or biology or whatever.
Sure.
Whether a sleek high-tech marvel, mystical relic with hidden secrets, or an alien symbiote, your character's armor is the heart of their story. The challenge is to craft an original armored character that stands out as a beacon of heroism, a menacing villain, or something maybe in between. What makes them different from the regular armored character, and explore how the armor defines their identity, powers, and place in the world. Submission guidelines: invent the character. He's got to be posted in the Aegis files. Try to put the full format in there. And if you guys can, remember, you can't really post a POR file, the Hero Lab file, but you can post a PDF. And also, if you were to zip up your PDF along with your Hero Lab file, the POR file, it will take zip files. So that will allow you to distribute it to everybody. They can open it up, make modifications if they want in Hero Lab, and go from there. But stat it out, and it's got to include the tags #ArmorUp and #Mumamo Challenge when you submit your entry. Because remember, at the end of the week, when we pull them up for the random roll to figure out who won, that's how we pull them up. If it doesn't have the tag in there, we can't pull it up. So remember to do that.
Yeah.
Kind of like bonus things, what we're looking for or what we'd really like, surprising and imaginative designs that push the boundaries of what armor can be.
Yeah. So,
Integrating the
well,
armor,
yeah, different.
yeah, integrating the armor deeply in the character's personality and story, and for creating rich details about the armor's origin or its inventor, if applicable, in the world that it exists in. Finally, deadline, it's in 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks for this. Submit your entries by January 19th, 2025, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Holy
So that's,
smokes, 2025.
yeah, that's 3 o'clock for you over there on the
That's right.
Pacific. It's 6 o'clock for folks in the Eastern time zone.
2 o'clock for us.
Yeah. But, is it
Yeah,
it
so
3 hours or 2
it's
hours?
3 hours. So, it was CST. Got you. So Central, we're 2 hours. East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 6 o'clock for Eastern, and it's 3 o'clock for Pacific
truth.
thing. Remember the prize, of course, the coveted green Ronini,
That's
Eternal
right.
Glory, and a free
Mhm.
PDF of your choice. In the
That's
Green
right.
Ronin store.
Just got to give me a little message. Once we'll do a little pick, and then you can pick anything you like. So one person picked the mega bundle.
Oh,
What
there you go.
That's what it is.
That's all
Yes.
the first
Tempo
and
asks real
second
quick.
edition stuff. There's a lot of good stuff in there.
Tempo, the
Book of
answer to your
Magic.
question is yes. By the way.
Yeah, it's still my favorite. Still my favorite, or one of my favorite source books, Book of Magic, from
Oh
second
yeah.
edition.
Cool.
Absolutely. So that's what we've got going on right now in the tank.
I love that. Lest we not forget, marinate on the. We're really looking forward to getting your takes on armored, heroes and beings, etc. But I would really also love for folks to, take a stab at the rats, or at the, sort of.
Yeah.
If we didn't cover your, a varmint of choice, drop it in there, or if you have any thoughts on, an expansion of the existing ideas, feel free.
I've got a question for you.
Sure.
Do you want to do a double header? Both the armor up contest and a rat
I
contest?
do, yeah.
Both with Green Ranini prizes, both with the free
Yes.
PDF?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. I'll get to writing up the other one. So we're having 2 contests, one
Love
for a
it.
rat character in the Aegis Files and one for an armor character. So
And enter both of them. Yeah.
absolutely, you can enter both or one or the other or whatever you want to do. Get your rat character together, get your armored character together, or if you want to be tricky, get your armored rat character together.
True that. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can put
So we're
both
looking at,
eggs in.
so it's varmints and, whatever. So, if you want to throw in, if you really are jonesing for some rabbit, villainy, feel free.
Rabbit, raccoon,
All
beaver,
rodents.
otter, like most woodland creatures. Just not birds, not insects, not amphibians,
Not this
not
time around,
reptiles.
because varmints can also be considered, any sort of pest. But in this, we're talking about mammal-based varmints. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hedgehogs, chipmunks,
Yeah.
raccoons, rabbits, otters, weasels. Why do we not have more heroic weasels?
That's
I
true.
mean,
No, yeah. We did, once upon a time, a long time ago, we had a character that was a guy just operated by 40 ferrets or something.
40 ferrets in a raincoat.
Yeah, 40 ferrets in a man suit. And yeah.
Ooh, creepy.
And yes, right. Do both and create the Iron Mouse. Sure. Yeah, I like that.
There you go.
We don't need those stinking badgers. I'm going to make that into a badge. Love it. Well, what a wonderful collection of phenomenal stuff. As you can see, friends, the think tank was thinking through the holidays, which was lovely to see. I did take a little break, and we got back and we did some of the strategic planning, some of it dealing with Atomic Think Tank news and things to share in the future. Lots of really great stuff coming. And as always, thank you, my friend, Devious. Wonderful job curating all the stuff going on in the think tank. Yes, folks can anticipate a Thursday of your dreams. I don't know, maybe of your nightmares.
And I've already posted the armor up contest. I will get to the Varmints contest. I'll get that written up for you as well and get that posted.
Lovely. Well, I think that might be it, right?
Pretty
Anything
much.
else? Okay.
That's all I got.
Well, thank you again, friends. Thank you again, chat. Always a pleasure. Don't forget, if you want to be a part of the Cape and Cow Club, it's just $8 a month, and you can pay in yearly, and you will get 2 free months. And I have it on good occasion or good authority that there is a 1-month trial that's still floating around there that'll last for at least a couple more days. So head on over to atomicthinktank.com. Get into it. Until then, take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.